last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check 59.
Murray to air it out again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Kirk, his 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Prater, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Lions 35, Cowboys 3. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Check 54.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Motion. Mike's fighting. 31.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Watson.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
59. Mike 59. Who that? Who that?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Murray gets this one to Isabella and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Now Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. That ball complete to Isabella. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And out, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now it's Watson. That's into the hands of Pascal. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Elliott running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Check, 59. Man, I got you. 124. Watch the edge.
On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No time now.
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
26. Let's get off the field,
On second down now. It's Elliott, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Watson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was for it.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Here's Murray. Right side, it's the tight end Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Murray now on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Again, they'll throw in Murray. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Makes the score Lions 54, Cowboys 13.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm on.
On second and 11 now. Watson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Jordan Willis. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. That's the message if you're a coach for this final. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
This one caught by Isabella. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw it, Murray. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's just more heartache as they drop their 12th game of the season. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.